Hey everyone, we're gonna give everyone just a second. I know we got some viewers that are coming on, and then I will get started with the training here in just a second. Have some people jumping on here in a moment. I'm hoping that I can do some screen sharing with you guys with this training, but I've been having difficulty because I want to show you a couple of websites. But if not, we'll move forward without it. Got a few people saying they're hopping on. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to introduce myself. I know we've got a lot of brand new people that have joined the team this month. So far, we've had about 53 people that have just joined. So that's why I thought it'd be a really good idea to hold these Google Hangout trainings, simply because I know that the team is really expanding and not everyone can make it to the Fort Wayne area training. Since we're across the country, I think we're just about in 30 or 33 different states. So my name is Sandy Dury. I am your Triple Diamond upline with the team. I've been with It Works now for over 3 years. I originally started back in February of 2012, and I had no intentions whatsoever of doing what I'm doing today. It wasn't my dream to have this huge team that we have today. My goal was just to make about $500 a month. That's the only thing I was looking forward to. I had no intentions of retiring from my job, but when I joined It Works in 2012, things were really booming with the company. It Works was going through one of its biggest growths. We actually grew so fast and so quickly that we had a wrap shortage, and it took us upwards of 30 days to even get wraps on hand to be able to host parties and wrap people. So it was really fun, and it was really interesting figuring out how we were going to do these parties, but it didn't stop us. And right now, It Works is going through another one of those big growths, another one of those big booms. And if some of you've probably noticed, your It Works distributor kits were probably a little delayed, and typically they arrive right away within 7 days, and that's just because the company is growing so quick. And with this type of momentum that we're having, new people are signing new people, and some things can get missed. Sometimes it's the simplest things. And so what I wanted to do is just go over the importance of getting started in the simplicity and the basics that you need to know. But like I said, my name is Sandy Dury. I'm currently a Triple Diamond with It Works. Working towards presidential. That's my next goal. And 3 months into being a distributor with It Works, I was actually able to promote to Diamond and earn a $10,000 bonus. Now, if any of you have been paying attention, Mark Pentecost has actually doubled that this year. And so any of you that are brand new, and you actually have an opportunity to go Diamond within your first few months in the business and earn a $20,000 bonus. And we've had a few people earn that already. We've got a couple more that are going to earn it this month. 6 months into the business, I was able to promote to double diamond, and really had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't know that this was where my life was taking me. But I was having a lot of fun, and I saw the bigger picture. And it was about a year later I went triple diamond, and I was able to retire from my corporate America job, and I worked at State Farm. And now I've been doing this full time for almost 2 years. And I apologize for some of the background noise. My husband's making dinner, so if you guys hear that, it's okay, honey. We're okay. We're only live. It's all right. So no, he's making dinner. So if you hear anything, that's what he's doing. So again, like I said, big growth right now. We've got new people signing new people. So I just wanted to make sure that I go through some of the basics with you guys. So here's a few things that I want to review through this online meeting. It's really important that you guys understand, what there is out there for you. And most of you are brand new, and you're really, and I know that you're trying to keep track of everything, and sometimes it can feel overwhelming. But don't worry about everything. Just worry about the little pieces, because all those little pieces are going to come together eventually. Just take it one day at a time. learn the basics, do your training. We're going to walk through some things that you should know, and some helpful tips that are going to help you along the way, because it helped me. When my sponsor signed me up, she gave me these basic tips, and I just trusted in her, and I trusted that if I just stayed focused on these little things and learned piece by piece, that I knew I was going to hit the goals that I was shooting for. So one of the biggest things I want to ask you guys is, now that you're an It Works distributor, whether you've been with our team now for 2 days or 2 months or 6 months, because sometimes people get in and they're like, oh, I have to like build, and I have to be a diamond right away. Well, the average person, it takes them 14 months to even hit executive. So if you've been in 6 months and you feel like you're still trying to find your way, that's completely okay, because the one thing that I want you all to remember, and the one thing I want you all to know right now, is we all started in the same place, brand new, $99 to get started. We were distributors, and we're going through our training and everything I'm going to talk about, and we're all moving in the same direction. It's just we're all going to get there at different times, okay? We're all moving at different paces. Some of us are going to fly right through. Some of us are going to take off and then slow down again. Some of us are going to have this big team, and it's going to fall apart, and we have to start over. But I can tell you right now that if you never quit and you always keep pushing forward, then you're going to hit the finish line, whatever that finish line is going to be, whatever your finish line is going to be, you're going to get there. So now that you're a distributor, I am hoping that you've logged into your eSuite. And your eSuite is our business website. It's our website. It's only $20 a month. This website gives us everything that we need to run our businesses. And I was hoping to do a screen share to show you kind of some of the stuff that you can do in there. I was unable to get it to work at this point, so we'll do another training where I actually walk through everything with you. But your website is the website name that you chose. For me, it's Sandy Dury. I'd used my name. I wanted to brand myself, so my website name is me. So hopefully you have logged into your eSuite at this point and you've started to play around. You need to get familiar with the different things that are in there, but in the beginning, the most important is that very first page. When you first log in, it's going to give you kind of a synopsis of everything that you will be paying attention to. The very top, it's always going to have like breaking news from It Works, anything important. They're going to put it at the very top of the page. And then it's also going to show you when your auto ships are going to run, what your auto ship is going to be, in which we're going to talk about that in a second, how many customers you have, what your volume is like, and then once you've earned some product credit, it's going to tell you how much that is. So make sure that if you have joined the team at this point, you've at least made it to your website and you've started clicking around. Hopefully you've gone to settings and you've made your website personalized. If you guys go to mine, which is sandydury.com, you'll see that my face is there. It's got my name, my title, my phone number, because you guys are going to be out there giving your website out, so you want people to recognize the face on the profile with the person that they talk to. So make sure you're personalizing it, and make sure that you're putting your story in, because every one of us has a story. And the minute that you join It Works is the minute that your life starts changing, and that's the minute that things can really start changing for you. So tell your story, and you're going to have to go in and change it from time to time. I've had to change my story, but when people go to my website, I want them to see me and realize that I'm a real person. My husband, I think, wishes he has 3 arms right now. So make sure that you log into your eSuite and you just get familiar. Look at all of the settings up top. Just kind of click around and play with those. And the next thing you're going to want to do is, what is your auto ship date? Now, now that you're an It Works distributor, to be a distributor, it's going to be qualifying for bonuses, commissions, and promotions, and to have product on hand to share with others, you've got to have your auto ship set up for an 80 BB auto ship. But what date do you guys have your auto ship set up for? But my suggestion for you guys is, if possible, run your personal distributor auto ship anywhere between the 1st and the 17th of the month. This is going to help you later on down the road when it comes to promoting, because you're going to see, and if you can coach your team and your distributors and even your customers, when I'm signing new customers, I'll ask them, Would you like your order to ship anywhere between the 1st and the 17th? What date works best for you? The reason you want to do that is because payday's on the 15th. So our commission checks are deposited in our checking accounts on the 15th or 16th. And so then by the 17th, which is really the latest I really love to have my personal distributors to run their auto ship is the 17th. If you're going to promote, or if you're going to have something happen in your downline and in your business, you're going to see it right around then. And if you've got all of your customers and all of your distributors running their auto ships no later than the 17th of the month, then you're going to see where your team is kind of setting up for promotions throughout the month. It's going to be a lot easier to see where you got some gaps. So personally, if you guys don't know when your auto ship's going to run, go in and check your eSuite. Play around with the date. If you need help changing it, change it. Now, as far as the product, oh, and here's another thing. The reason you want to do the 17th as well, because you've got then another about 15, 16 days left in the month. In the event that any auto ships did decline, then you've got plenty of time to reach out to that distributor or that customer to get them to update their checking account information, their debit card expiration dates. Maybe they just needed payday or an unexpected bill happened, but it's going to give you plenty of time to get those orders to process through then by the 25th. So that way you've got the volume there. Because remember, we are paid on residually from the residual income that we have coming in from our customers and our distributors, which is the auto ships. So the sooner we have that run, the better for us. What products are in your auto ship? Personally, I think that everyone should, especially in the beginning when you're just getting started, I really feel that you should have one box of wraps in your auto ship plus a product that you're going to try, because you really want to be a product of the product, and you want to have a box of wraps on hand, because if you are out of wraps, you're out of business, because you want to be out there wrapping people. And 4 wraps a month, that's $100 that you're going to be making in cash. That is enough to, if not pay for the full auto ship, but it's going to at least pay for a big chunk of it. So you're not feeling like you're having any extra money coming out of pocket, because your box of wraps is paying for your business. So what's in your auto ship? I suggest a box of wraps, because you'll get $100 once you sell them, plus a product that you're going to personally try, because we want to be a product of the product. When we're out there talking to people and we want them to trust us, and we want them to believe in the products that we have to know what they are. So pick one and stay on it for a couple of months, because we all know that it takes a good 60 days, 90 days for our bodies to really start adjusting to a healthier lifestyle and a healthier platform per se. So get on something that you want to try for the next 90 days, and then that way you can talk about it and you can share with your customers. Listen, I've been on Fat Fighters for the last couple of months and I feel great after eating. I definitely notice I'm not as bloated. But you've got to be a product user yourself, and you've got to be a product of your product. Now, the total BV that you need to have on your auto ship is a minimum of 80, you guys. That is so important. If you drop below 80, you are jeopardizing your commission check. It doesn't matter what rank you are, brand new distributor all the way up to ambassador and black diamond. It doesn't matter if you're making $2 million a year or if you're making $300 a year in commissions. Everyone has to run a minimum of an 80 BV auto ship. If you don't run an 80 BV auto ship, you forfeit your commission check. So make sure that the products that you're putting in your auto ship, when you're going to checkout, it's going to tell you at the end what the total BV is. Just make sure that's at 80 and you're good to go and you don't have to worry about anything. There was a gentleman in It Works shortly after I started working or sharing this company with people. He was a presidential diamond, and his auto ship ran, I think it ran for, I would like say like 78 BV, and he lost a $20,000 check because he wasn't paying attention, and his auto ship wasn't set at 80, and he relied on his personal bonus volume to help get him commissioned, and there were people that returned product as well. So if you're relying strictly on your customers to hold you at that 150, returns come in all the time, and this is exactly what happened to this gentleman. Returns had processed through he didn't know about. He dropped below 150 on his PBV, and his auto ship was not set up for 80 BV, so he lost out on a $20,000 check, and he did not get it back. It didn't matter how much crying or woe is me or letters he sent to compliance or to the VIP. It didn't matter, because it strictly states in our compensation that if you want to get paid, run an 80 BV auto ship if you want to guarantee it. So 80 is the law. What does the 80 BV mean? 80 BV is just bonus value. Every single product that we offer, every single product, from our body contouring line to our skincare line to our supplement line to our packages, everything has a value to it. The majority of our products are dollar for point. So the dollar of it is the BV value. There are some that are a little off, so that's why you want to double check the total. For instance, a box of wraps, it's $59, but it's only worth 54 BV. Our greens are $33, but they're only worth 30 BV. Now, our fat fighters is $23, and we get 23 BV for that. So just about everything we have is dollar for value. So when we say 80 BV, that means you got to look at the points of the products that you're purchasing and make sure that that equals at least 80, okay? Now, the one thing that I will tell you is try not to buy more than you can use in a 30-day period. Like I said, a box of wraps and 1 or 2 supplements. My family uses a lot of the supplements, so we spend a little bit more than the 80 BV a month, but that's simply because there's 4 of us in the family and 4 of us are using the products, but we can go through them in a month. But It Works doesn't want us to have a big inventory on hand other than a few boxes of wraps at a time. So just to keep that in mind. The next thing that a lot of you will be hearing, and you're probably going to have a lot of questions about, is the steps to success. The steps to success, let me grab it real quick here. It is our roadmap to success. They've been doing this since day one. The company's been around since 2001, and we're 15 years old. Or 2000 started, 2001 is when it was established. So we've been around for 15 years. And they have, in the beginning, stumbled a little bit, and they created these steps for us. And again, anyone from brand new distributor all the way up to Ambassador Diamond and Cami Dempsey Black Diamond, every single person, we follow the same map. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to come up with a new system that works for you, because the minute that you try to create a new system is the minute that you feel like you're falling all over the place and you don't know what to do, and you're just struggling, okay? So your steps to success are easy. Step 1, all of you have done that. If you're a distributor already, you've done step 1, which is joining the party. You did your $99. Perhaps you boosted to get a bigger, a little bit more product on hand to really launch your business. After your first initial startup, your step 1 from here on out is making sure that your auto ship is set up as an 80 BV. It's really, really important. Step 2 then is always going to be, we're always going to be on the lookout to change 4 lives through their health and wellness. So you're always going to be on the lookout for 4 new customers every month. This is where our residual income comes in. So there'll be months where you get 4, 5, 10. There'll be months where you get 1 or 2. There'll be months where you might not get any loyal customers, but never fear, don't fret. As long as you stay consistent and you keep moving forward, you are planting seeds that will sprout so that you can fill in these customers. And then step 3 on our steps to success, which is 1, 2, 3, 3 steps to success. Step 3 is you want to try to get 3 new distributors every month. You want to constantly be building your team. And if you get 3 new people and you teach them the steps to success, run the 80 BV auto ship, go after their 4 new customers, and they're on the lookout for 3 new distributors. Just think about how quickly your team would grow. If you sign 3, they sign 3, they sign 3, they sign 3, they sign 3. It's you sign a few, who sign a few, who sign a few. And these 3 steps are going to be your map. Now, you're not always going to fill this out completely. There's going to be months that are busier than others, but it's the consistency and staying on track that'll get you to the goals that you set out for yourself. And hopefully you know what you want. Hopefully you've got your goals set. Hopefully you've looked at that income chart and you've picked your number and you said, I want $500 a month, just like I did. Well, to get to $500 a month, you got to follow these 3 steps. You got to have your ADBB auto ship on. Well, maybe you want to make $2,000 a month, which is a diamond. An average diamond makes $2,000 a month. Well, guess what? You're going to follow the steps to success as well. Just like the person who wants $500, the person who wants $2,000, the person who wants $50,000 a month, each and every one of those people follow the steps to success. We follow the same rules, the same map. Now, if you're not sure who to reach out to, remember there's a piece of paper that you can print, or you can just use, the back of your steps to success. Write the name of people that you know. If someone's been commenting on posts that you're putting out there, or if you hear somebody talk about how, they wish they had more energy, or they always feel bloated after eating, like, people are going to say things to you. They're going to tell you what they want. They're going to tell you what they hate, and they're going to tell you what they'd love to do and what they'd love to change. So you got to pay attention to that, and you got to really be looking out for their best interests, and you got to be ready to change their lives. Make your 100s list. And if you can't remember people, go to your eSuite. Go back to that business website that I told you about. It's that website you're paying $20 a month for. It has everything you need. Go to documents and type in memory jogger. And you can even type in 100. And you're going to have a 100s list paper to use. And you're going to have a memory jogger. And it's just going to give you different occupations or different people that you might have run into. It's going to help you jog your memory of those people that you might know, so that you can eventually reach out to them to be a product tester, a business partner, or, maybe they're the fun-loving person that loves to have a gathering. That's going to help you figure out who you're going to talk to and what you're going to talk to them about. Excuse me, your steps to success form can also be found on your business website, your eSuite, in the documents. There's another document that I would really love for you guys to start paying attention to and start printing. I've only known a few people that have actually found it and actually printed this, and it's a great checklist for getting started. I know that Stephanie Royer, she printed this off. If you go into your eSuite, again, into documents, and you print off the training manual, it's going to walk you through step by step what you need to do while you're growing, and while you're going through your training videos through your eSuite. Again, your eSuite has training. It's going to walk you through. And a lot of you brand new distributors have a lot of questions. And guess what? Your training manual and your training videos answer so many of those questions. You wouldn't feel like you were so behind if we could just get you to print your training manual and get your training knocked out of the park. Then you can focus on getting out into the field. Get the classroom work done, so we can get you out on the field, so you can start filling this form out. Because the more you fill this out, the closer you get to your goal, whether it be $300, $500, $2,000, $10,000, $50,000, whatever your goal is. Let's get you the classwork done and out of the way, so you can start working on this, okay? Now, some of you are brand new. You haven't even been in the business probably 2 days or a week, but do you know why we have you do your launch party? Do you have your launch party started? Having a launch party, you can call it a launch party, a kickoff party, a practice party. You can really call it anything that you want, but it's a gathering for you to introduce this new amazing company and the products that we have to the ones that you love. And it's a great way for your sponsor to show you how to do it. We've got simple tools, our party pad. You're going to see how to use that. But your launch party is so important, because we want you to be able to knock out step 2 and possibly step 3 within the first couple of weeks in the business. If you have not had your launch party yet, you need to get back to your sponsor or your upline, or get with me and let me know that you haven't had one yet, because we've got to get it on the books. And it's so important, because on this step 2, your first full 30 calendar days in the business, if you don't get your first 4 customers, you forfeit your $120 in product credit. That is enough in credit to get 2 boxes of wraps for free that you can turn into $200. So we've got to get you launched. It's a great way for you to get practice. Your sponsor is going to teach you and coach you how to do what it is that you do. Now, I'm not saying sit around and wait until you have your launch party to start sharing this amazing business, because I'll tell you, 3 years ago when I started, it was much harder to get people to want to try something that we have. But now, because the It Works name is starting to be recognized and people are getting very conscientious about their health and their wellness at springtime and summertime, all you got to do is ask people, hey, can you do me a favor? I need 5 people to try, you know, X, Y, and Z product, and you'll have people jump in to help. So don't wait for your launch, but your launch is that time for your sponsor to coach you. And we got to get those knocked out before your 2 weeks are up, okay? If you haven't had one yet and you've been in the business for a month, maybe 2 months, don't worry. If you haven't had one, it's never too late to have it. We'll just do a relaunch or we'll do a kickoff. It doesn't matter. The important thing is to get your sponsor in front of people to coach you. And if your sponsor is not in the area with you, it's okay. You can't mess up how to do a party, because the party pad has notes that, again, from our business website, the eSuite and documents, there's party pad notes. You can actually print the notes out, tape them to your master party pad that It Works sends you in your distributor kit. And when you're doing a party, you actually have notes on exactly what to do, when to do the demos, what to say, how to say it, examples and everything. So you can't go wrong. So if your sponsor lives, you know, 5 states away, don't let that stop you from being successful, because your success is dependent on you, not the person that signs you, because you've got way too many people on this team. You've got corporate events, you've got corporate calls, you've got team calls, you've got so many It Works distributors that you can plug into, that if you want to make this work, you will, because you have the will to do it. When you have your launch party, make sure that you send out invitations through text messaging. Facebook, I kind of like the event invites, but then I don't, because I can tell you that I probably get 10 to 15 invites a day, and half of them I don't look at. But if somebody sends me an email or a text message or a personal message through Facebook, well, I'm more likely to see that because it's more personal. So when you are setting up a party, make sure that you are sending out a before and after picture saying, hey, come and join me for this crazy wrap thing on Thursday at 5 o'clock. Bring $25. And wear your comfortable clothes, but make sure that you're sending out invitations. Don't just post something on Facebook and think that people are going to come just because you posted it once on Facebook, because if you guys know anything about social media, posting it once, by the afternoon it's gone, okay? And if you can, a great way to guarantee that you're gonna have guests come to your party, pre-sell your wraps. Why not? You can say you're having a VIP ladies night in, and the first 4 people to purchase their wrap is going to get like a special door prize, if you can do that. If you can't, but you can, if you're just getting started and you only have like 4 wraps to sell, well, let's get people there. So don't hesitate to say, hey, I'm having this amazing girls night in, I have 4 VIP wraps, only 4 of you get it. The first 4 to pay are going to get to experience this crazy wrap thing. Make sure that you call and confirm the guests are coming to your party. Don't just assume that because you invited them 2 weeks ago or 5 days ago or even 2 days ago that they're going to remember. Make sure that you send a friendly reminder through either text message, a Facebook message, or whatever method works best for you. And again, send a picture, because I can't tell you guys how many times in the beginning we were having wrap parties and people really thought that either one, we were making wraps to eat, or we were going to be like rapping, like, you know, like rap like Eminem. So make sure that you're sending pictures. If you're having a facial party, make sure you send some facial pictures. If you're having a tummy party, make sure that you are sending tummy pictures. But make sure that you confirm with your guests that they're coming. And let's see here, what else do I want to let you guys know? Another thing that you guys should really know what's going on is I hope that you all know who your enrolling sponsor is, and that you have their phone numbers so you can get in touch with them at any time that you need them, because you are just learning. And if your sponsor happens to be just as new as you, that's okay. Y'all are going to learn at the same time, at the same pace. You guys are going to grow together. So make sure that you also know who your diamond, upline, or above is. For this team, I'm your triple diamond. And then we've got a handful of diamonds on the team. So if you don't know who your diamond upline is, let me know, and I will direct you to them first. Lisa K. Fuller, she's our ambassador diamond with the team. She's the lady who signed me. So you have me, and then you have Lisa Fuller as the ambassador, but just make sure you know who your uplines are, because you are learning and you're going to have questions. And don't think that just because you've been in the business for 6 months, a year, 2 years, or 3 years that you can't reach out to your upline for help, because I still reach out to Lisa. I still reach out to Sarah Rankin, who is above Lisa. She's another ambassador. I still reach out for help. Because even 3 years later, I still don't know everything, and I still come across things I'm not sure how to handle or how to work through. So don't ever be ashamed to ask questions. And even when you're going for promotions, for example, I'm going for presidential. It's overwhelming. It's exciting. And I still call to get a second and third pair of eyes on my chart and orders that I'm getting, to figure out where everything needs to go so everything lines up. So make sure that you're doing that, and you know who your enrolling sponsor is, and you know who your diamond or above upline is, so that you have people to reach out to. Because believe it or not, you guys, people quit in this industry. Not everyone is cut out for this. So you want to know, if your sponsor happens to be one of those people that give up and quit, you know who's above them that you can reach out to for help. Okay. Another thing that you guys need to make sure that you know is, staying plugged in is so important, and staying plugged in through team calls, corporate training, hometown trainings, team gatherings, team calls, like all of that stuff is so important, you guys. You've got to stay plugged in. I can tell you guys right now, I've hit so many major roadblocks. I've hit so many brick walls. There were times in this business that I wondered if I was going to get over the hurdle, if I was going to be able to break through that wall. But I'll tell you, because I stayed plugged in, and because I called my upline, and because I got on calls, and I went to events where I got around other people and it works, and I hear them saying that they've run into those same obstacles, and I ask them and pick their brain on how they got through it, and I feel their energy, and I feed off of that. It helps you get through those moments. It helped me get through those moments. I've had many of them in the 3 years I've been in this business. I'm going to have many, many more, and that's okay. But I stay plugged in, and you need to stay plugged in too. So if you don't know, we have a team call. If you are on the Diamond Boomer team, or in my downline anywhere, we have a team call. Make sure that you've got the team call information. And if you don't, go to the team page and ask. It's every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. There's corporate calls every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. These are really, really good, you guys. They're only about a half an hour long. You can find every single call listed on the corporate calendar, which is just MyItWorks calendar, or myitworksevents.com. Let me double check this real quick. Again, this would be nice if I could do screen share. It is myitworksevents.com. It's going to take you right to the corporate calendar. It's going to tell you when any of the One Team, One Mission training events are coming up in your area. Across the United States, and even in the other 19 countries that we're in, it tells you when there's a training event in your area. Don't worry if you're 5 states away, because I guarantee there's going to be something popping up somewhere near you, and it's going to tell you what the corporate call is. It's going to give you the phone number, the web link if you just want to listen through the computer. There's no excuses. There's a bunch of information available for you to stay plugged in, okay? Now, one of the things that some people ask is, what's the difference between a loyal customer and a distributor? Well, loyal customers purchase our product and use them for a minimum of 3 months. We earn residual income from them, and then they have no minimum that they have to purchase. Now, we hope that they stay on past their 3 months, because that's where that continued residual comes from, because we have a consumable product. Now, you'll have customers that will order for, 6 months, 7 months, and they're still ordering, and you need to reach out to them and say, you know what, you've been ordering all this time. Why don't you just join my team? But a loyal customer orders product at wholesale pricing for a minimum of 3 months. If they stay on longer than 3 months, they're going to be rewarded. They start earning free shipping in their 4th month. They get a $50 reward perks at their 6-month anniversary, and they get $150 at their 1-year anniversary. And if by chance they stay a customer for 2 full years straight, which means they've ordered every single month for 2 years, they'll get an additional $150 in perk points to use towards product, okay? Now, with distributors, what each and every one of us is, the difference between a customer and a distributor is distributors still get the wholesale pricing on products. It's just we're running a business and we are earning an income. Yes, we're still getting residual income off of all of our customers. Yes, we get residual income off of all of our distributors once we start building a team, but we have 80 BB auto ship overhead that we run. We've got a business website that's $20 a month. And then we're going to get out there and sign customers and distributors, and we're going to change our lives along with others around us. So that's basically the only difference. Customers earn reward points. Distributors, we can earn an income because we can earn cash daily if we really wanted to. If we get out there and wrap someone every single day, we can earn an income every single day. There's potential for weekly bonuses. Anytime you sign a distributor to join your team and they get Fast Start qualified, you will get paid a $100 sponsor bonus for that, and those are paid out weekly. And then we get paid our monthly commissions, which are based on the overall team effort and the team volume, and those are paid out on the 15th of every month. Now, one of the biggest questions that are asked is, how do I get paid? We get paid electronically, you guys. If your first commission check is over $21, you're going to get an email that states that you've got money that loaded into your It Works Pay account. You've got to then go in and activate that and add your checking account information, and so now you can be set up for direct deposit through the electronic transfer, okay? That's something we can dive into later when you start earning your commission checks. Let me go through my list here. If you're brand new to It Works, it's going to be really important that you learn the products. Now, if you go through your training, if you printed out your training academy guide, and you go to your It Works website and you're clicking on the big U, and when you get in there, it should say Training Academy. There is a whole section on there on the products. You've got to learn the basics, you guys. Now, 3 years later, I'm still just reading what it says in the product pamphlet. When I'm standing in front of people and I'm doing a party, if any of you have ever seen me do a party, I'm holding the product pamphlet and I'm giving one-liners and I'm just reading what's right on there. I know a lot about the products, so I can answer a question if it's asked, and that's the only reason why you want to learn what they can do, is because if somebody asks a question, then you answer. Don't answer a question before it's asked. Keep it simple and just read what's on your product pamphlet. You got to have your gear. If you can get at least one t-shirt, you've got to have your Blitz cards, you guys. That is the way we get out there and share this with the world. We've got the easiest way to start a conversation. We've got an amazing coupon. We hand it out. Can I hand you a coupon? Can I share my business coupon with you? Have you ever heard of It Works? There's a coupon right there on it, and everything you need to say is printed right on the Blitz card, so you don't even have to worry about remembering what to say. Get your product flyers so that way you can have people look through them while they're ordering at your parties, and have your party pads. And again, your party pad, your master one that you have, print the notes. Print the notes, and that way you don't even have to worry about memorizing anything that you have to say. You can get that from the It Works store. So it's www.myitworksstore.com. If you're ordering for the very first time, you can get 10% off, and all you have to do is use the coupon code NEW, N-E-W, the number 2, It Works, and you'll get 10% off your first order, which is really, really cool. Blitzing is a huge part of what we do. It can be kind of scary in the beginning, but if you can just learn to incorporate it into what you're doing and just listen to people, it's going to get easier. So I want you guys to take some time the rest of this week and get out there and blitz and celebrate when you've been out there talking to people, and make sure that you're doing a successful blitz. You want to walk away with some kind of a contact information, whether it's through you've friended them on Facebook, or you've got their email or phone numbers, so you can follow back up with them if you weren't able to wrap them on the spot. Just keep it simple. This is what it is. This is what it does. The simpler you keep it, the better your successes will be. Less talk is better, okay? So get out there and practice that. Let us know how you're doing. I know that I'm getting ready to do a scavenger hunt contest with the team starting next month. So get ready for that. You can either go out blitzing by yourself or you can team up. But we're going to run a contest on a scavenger hunt. So that'll be really fun. Practice your party pad presentation, you guys, with the eSuite notes. If you've got a party coming up, just make sure that you get out there and you practice. If you have to stand in front of the mirror and read and flip through that, do that. If you want to practice with your kids or your husband, then practice so you feel more comfortable reading the notes. Two other things I want to talk about before I go into some helpful tips is in your first 30 days in the business, you are going to earn some credit. For the first 2 customers and the second 2 customers that you get, so your first 4, so these 2 and these 2, as soon as you get those customers, a couple of things are going to happen. You're going to get 2 boxes of wraps, which are called wrap rewards. You're going to have 2 applicator rewards, which is going to help you get a box of wraps for $25 a piece. So you'll have 2 of those. So you'll get 2 boxes, 25 and 25, and then you're going to get $120 in free product credit. That $120 is enough to get 2 more boxes of wraps for free other than tax and shipping. So think about it. 4 boxes of wraps for $50. That's $400 cash minus the $50 that you invested to get them. You're going to have a $350 profit just within the first 30 days, and you redeem those points through your website. Okay, again, that eSuite website. When you've got your wrap rewards, you just go to your website, you click on orders, and on the left-hand side, you're going to see applicator rewards, and that's where you redeem them. It's that simple, you guys. The computer does everything for you. Now, if you've got your $120 in free product credit, again, simple. Once it clocks through, you just click on order in your website, and right there's going to be a list of the products. You just start adding your products to your calendar or to your shopping cart. Go to checkout, and on the very, very last page, it's going to be the payment page, and it's going to ask you, do you want to use your credit or your debit card that's on your product credit or your debit? Use your product credit first, and the 120 is the BV. If you remember, we talked about the BV. The BV, every product that we buy has a bonus value to it. So off to the left in your shopping cart, it's going to tell you how much BV you have in there, and you can use up to 120. Anything above that will go on to your debit card, okay? If you need help redeeming, just let us know. You've got myself plus a handful of other leaders on the team that can help you work through that, okay? I want to pause for a second. I'm going to go to the Google Hangout page to see if anyone had any questions. So if anyone had any questions, I'm going to look to see if there was any questions from anybody, and I don't see any questions. If you have a question, go ahead and either list it on here or on, if you're watching through YouTube Live, go ahead and post your question and I'll answer it really quick. Just a moment, I'm going to check, see if there's any questions. And I can help you work through that, okay? I want to pause for a second. I'm going to go to the, sorry, you had background there. Okay, so no questions yet. So what I'm going to finish up with then are just some helpful tips. These are some things that they're commonly asked questions, and these are things that you guys are going to be asked. Okay, a lot of the times I see this happening, and I just want to let you guys know ahead of time, don't do this. If you see something that I have posted on Facebook, or another leader or another person or another It Works person has posted on Facebook, do not hit the share button. The reason you don't want to hit the share button, it might be the most amazing post you've ever seen. It might be the most awesome thing and you love it. The pictures are great. Don't ever hit the share button. The reason you don't want to do that is because if any of your friends in your friends list sees that you shared it, and they click on it, the first thing it's going to do is going to redirect them back to my original post, and they're going to be on my post. And so if they click on my website, because a lot of times I list my website, if they click on my website, then they're going to go to my website and they're going to order from me, and you're never going to know, okay? Same thing if you're sharing other distributors. By you sharing their post, you're helping to build their business, and you want to build your business. So I will see stuff that my upline posts, and I love it. I love the pictures. I love the verbiage of what she's saying. So what I'll do is I'll save it, and then I'll repost it. I'll change a few things so it's my post, and then I put the picture in there. So then it's linked directly to me and not anything else. Same thing with the It Works Global link. Anything that It Works Global puts out on their Facebook page, I don't share it, because if I share it, then any of my people that are watching me on social media, if they click on that, it's taking them right back to It Works. And if they ask a question on the It Works post, then it's like vultures. Like people like go in there and like this, and then you're never gonna, you're gonna have a lead stolen, okay? And you're not even gonna know it. So don't share a post, save it, then repost it. Do not, by any means whatsoever, post anything on any kind of buy it, want it, trade it, see it, sell it, garage sale site. Don't do it. If I see it, I will say something, but it is against compliance. I would highly encourage you guys to download your compliance document. It's in the eSuite under documents. Just start working through it so that you know the do's and don'ts. MLMs have certain rules and regulations that we have to follow, and we as It Works Global independent distributors cannot post on garage sale sites. If you're going to, and just to go back to the posting, if you're going to post something that you see that you like, make sure that you change it up to make it enough that it's yours. Because I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this before, but if we all post the same thing, or if people are commenting and posting the same thing, on the main Facebook feed, you'll see a bunch of them clustered together, and it'll say like, Susie shared this, Sandy shared this, Chad shared this, and it'll show all of the same posts. But if you can change a few words or put your phone number with your name, it makes it different, just different enough that it's not going to cluster it in with the same posts that everybody's putting out there. Because again, you'd want to make sure that yours looks special, that yours looks different, and that you don't lose any leads, okay? We're not allowed to make medical claims, so don't go out there and say that you've helped cure anything or make anyone feel better. We can't post it. If you've got a customer that wants to shout out and be excited that one of your products helped them with energy or sleep or stress, that's fine. They can share that, but you cannot make medical claims. We are filed with the Direct Sales Association, with the FDA as a cosmetic company, so we can't make medical claims. Even though our products have done wonderful things for people, we can't make medical claims. We can't talk about detoxing unless it states it right on the box. The only thing it talks about on the box is greens. And most importantly, you guys, stay positive on social media. Oh my Lord, I've had to unfollow quite a few distributors because there's so much negative stuff that's going out there. Foul language, inappropriate pictures. I don't need the negative. I don't want it, because negative spreads so fast. And if I see it, I'll unfollow someone. I don't necessarily unfriend them, but I unfollow them so I don't have to see it anymore, because you get drawn into that negative. And I personally don't want to see it. I'm not going to post it. I'm not perfect. I have bad days. I have crappy days. I want to, boot my son's butt. My husband and I don't get along all the time, but I'm not going to put that out there on social media. Everyone has problems, but not everyone needs to know about it, because who wants to work with someone or who wants to be a part of something so amazing if you're always so depressed and negative? So if you've got something going on in your life, call somebody, pick up the phone, stop putting it on social media, or get a journal and journal about it, okay? So you've got to keep your social media positive. And you need to be consistent. I hear this all the time, you guys. Well, I posted something, but nobody comments. Well, I posted something, but I'm not getting anything. It doesn't matter, you guys. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be constantly putting yourself out there. You've got to at least post, if anything, put something about your business once a day on social media. At least once a day, if nothing else. If you go weeks without doing anything and you wonder why your business isn't growing, you need to look at the fact that you're not being consistent, because people are watching you. I've got a girl I'm meeting with on Friday that's been watching me now for the last 6 months, I think. And we're not even, like, I don't even know how we became friends. I must have friend requested her from somebody else that I was mutual friends with, but she just shot me a message yesterday and was like, hey, how do I become a product tester for those wraps? I'm 40 years old. I'm this height, this weight. Would it still work with my tummy? And just with talking to her back and forth, I have a meeting with her now on Friday because I'm consistent. I'm posting all the time. I've got a girl on the team, April Miller. She's been following me for a year. And had I not been consistent and posting on social media every single day, something about my business and my life and how it works has changed my life, no matter what it is. April probably would have just lost, like, she probably wouldn't even have remembered me or what I did. I got a lot of customers that way and a lot of distributors that way. They're not just going to jump and say, oh my God, you posted that one picture 2 weeks ago. I'm ready now. They're going to forget who you are because they've got lives too. So you've got to be consistent. And if you feel like your business isn't going anywhere, you have no one else to blame but yourself, because you've got to be out there working. This is not a get rich quick. You're not going to be able to sit on the couch every day and do nothing and hope that someone else is going to do the work for you. You've got to get out there and do it. And one of the biggest things is being consistent, getting out there and sharing. You are in network marketing, which means you got to get out there and network. And we network through social media, face-to-face, belly-to-belly. If you're not going to do it, someone else is. And so if your business isn't growing, first look at what you're doing every day to make your business successful. And the last thing that I'm going to leave you with, and I already mentioned it a minute ago, is you've got to stay positive. Talk with a smile on your face when you're calling your leads back. Smile, walk around like the world is amazing, and people are going to be drawn to that, and it's going to help your business grow. I believe that each and every one of you can be as successful as you want, but you've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to set yourself up for success by getting your 100s list, getting your blitz cards ready. You've got to have goals set for yourself. You got to pick a number on the income chart, and you got to decide how long are you going to invest to make it happen. Because I don't know about you guys, but I worked for State Farm for 3 years and I wasn't making any more than the day I walked in there. And I've been with It Works. I was with State Farm for 5 years and really was not in any better place than I was the day I walked in. And I've been with It Works for 3 years, and things drastically changed. So you've got to be realistic, and you've got to know that you're going to be with this for the long haul. But how long are you willing to invest to change your life for the rest of your life and leave a legacy not only for your kids but your grandchildren as well? So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Next week I'll probably go over a couple of new things for the new distributors, but I hope that you guys learned a few things and you're taking away some aha moments. If you've had some, share them with the team, and I will post this playback as soon as YouTube has it ready to go for you to share with your new distributors. So have a great night, everyone.